Well, happy Monday, folks. Hope you're having a good day. My day just got a heck of a lot better because I published the Spawn Chunks podcast not 20 minutes ago. So that's fresh and out there for people to watch and listen on the various places. After this stream, of course. You want to hang here for the next little bit. Zachary Pixel, hello. Thanks for coming in. Cosmic Dancer is here, of course. Thanks so much. Jay Price, good to see you. Hunter 555, rounding out the mod squad. Always good to see you folks. Yeah, every Monday I record the Spawn Chunks, and it takes all day. We start at 10, we record until noon for me, and then I have a lunch break, and then I have to publish the show after Pixar has edited it, and I just finished that. So now we're going to play some Satisfactory, because I've been thinking about this all day. All day. My name is Joel Duggan, if you haven't figured that out already, and we play a bunch of things here on the channel, including Minecraft, but Satisfactory has been back in the rotation lately because I've just been thoroughly enjoying it. And the update 5 a little while ago added a bunch of new stuff into the game that we've been messing around with. Right now, we are trying to sort out our sorting system, but also aluminum. We don't really have a reliable way to make aluminum, which we need for certain belt speeds. So we need a continuous supply of that. This is making aluminum for us, but it's manual. We have to feed it stuff, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. This, however, is going to be automatic, and we're going to get that going, I think, in the next, I don't know, week or two. It's a long process because of the size of everything. We're using all of this bauxite that you see down there. It's being belted on under the lower level into the refineries there. So the refineries need water, and they're going to output silica, and then silica is also needed at the top. So I don't know exactly how we're going to start today. We could look on the silica side of things and decide where we're going to build that. We could work on the additional iron and stuff. We could also go on a little bit of an adventure and try to secure some hard drives for extra recipes. I'm open to all of that. So anybody in the chat that's familiar with the game, voice your opinion now. We'll wait a few minutes to see if more people kind of hang out and come on in. There should be a tweet out there if you want to share the stream. Twitter.com/Joel Duggan. Give that a retweet. Maybe tell a friend or two in a text message. Hey, Joel's streaming. Come over and say hi. Zachary, it is a very pretty game. I agree. This is a factory building game. If you've seen Factorio, perhaps, it might be very similar to that. Or I'm trying to think about other games. If you've seen the Create mod in Minecraft, it's also very similar to that. Right now, we're going to go look at, I think, the silica. So if we open up, I think it's a refinery. I need motors. Don't need 2 of those. Let's just put those back. Adventure than aluminum is what Cosmic's saying. Okay, cool. Well, if we're going to go on adventure, we're going to stop in on the quartz facility. So, alumina solution requires that outputs silica. So it's not that. It's the scrap. That doesn't require silica. So it's not that. It is the assembler? That is going to make all-clad aluminum sheets. Nope, it is. I'm going to leave that out there. It's the foundry that I need to look at. Foundry. Yes, okay. So the foundry requires silica. Right? So that's what we need to make the aluminum ingot. So we've got 2 things. We've got the aluminum sheet and the aluminum ingot. So if I look at my notes from last time, we'll go on the adventure, Cosmic. Just we have to wait until the sun comes back up. The thing about this game is you got to keep some notes. All right, so aluminum scrap is 360 units per refinery. And over there, we've got 9 refineries. So 360 times 9 should be... Wait a minute, that's not right. No, we have 7. Yeah, 2520, that's what I have here. So that's 2,520 scrap, right? So this needs 90 scrap per minute. So we take the total of 2520 and divide it by 90. And that will give us how many of these foundries we need. We need 28 foundries. 28 foundries times 75 will give us how much silica we have to make. Oops. So 28 times 75 is 2,100. That's a lot of silica. The other thing, though, is that the refinery... This got very dark very fast. These refineries that are making alumina solution have an output of silica. So it's 50 silica times 14. So that's 700. So 2,100 minus 700 is 1,400 silica. So 1,400 silica is what we have to produce, or at least add into our mix to make all of the aluminum that we want. So 1,400 silica. And then our silica recipe, I believe, there's constructors. Right, so silica, raw quartz, 37.5 per minute. 1,400 divided by 37.5. Oops. That's, wow, that's a lot. That's like 37 constructors. There's also this alternate cheap silica, which is raw quartz and limestone, and that makes 26.25 per minute. We could probably change this to 25. So 25 per minute. It's slower, but it uses a lot less quartz. Thanks, Cosmic. I appreciate that. I changed the category twice before starting the stream. I changed it on Twitch and I changed it on Streamlabs. So it should have been Satisfactory. It is Satisfactory now, though, correct? Thanks for checking. It's really frustrating because people bounce because they come in expecting Minecraft when I've changed the category to proper. Twitch is really being fussy lately. It's not fun. So we've got... That makes 37 silica. I find that so strange. So it's going to take 37 of those, or 25 per minute for round numbers. So that's divided by 25 is 56. Wow. Is there a limestone or a silica recipe in the refinery? No. So this is obviously the way to go, but that is a lot of silica. A lot of constructors, or assemblers. That's fine. We'll have to... So, 26.25, just out of curiosity. That doesn't go evenly. Of course it doesn't. 2100 would be 80. Plus we've got the extra silica being produced. But if we do 25, it's 56. I feel like that'll work better. So 56 times the raw quartz. I'm not worried about the limestone. We've got limestone coming out of our ears. 56 times, what was this? 25 is 95.24. So what's 11.25 times 0.9524? So 10.7. So the numbers are gross. We could also overclock it, I guess, but I don't want to do that. This is not going to be a very finesse setup. But it looks like we're not going to be making quartz or silica on site up there. We're going to have to... Oh, I should check to see if I've got weapons. We're going to have to check to see if we've got enough quartz up there. Let's trash that. Can put that away. Actually, we'll leave some of this stuff. We don't need that. Anything else we don't need? Organic stuff. We're gonna pick these up. Top up the food. Did I bring a weapon? Grab that. We're basically trying to take like one of everything, like one stack of everything. That's good. So I've got that, put that there. Do I only have the one beacon? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some more beacons. Oh, I've got 16. Why isn't that showing me with 16? Oh, there it is there. Okay, it's refreshed. Oh, we'll put that there. Beacons there. Too much math for a Monday. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can appreciate that. I think we're good. This is already set up for exploration, so we're going to go up to the quartz section. I think what we need to do is get as much raw quartz onto a train as possible. I was going to plan on... That's weird. I was going to plan on turning the quartz into quartz crystals or into refined quartz on site, but I don't think that's going to be viable. We're going to need to just jam as much quartz onto a train as we can. Which is unfortunate because it means that we we're stuck with whatever the throughput is on the train return time. The scavenger train is pretty short, though. We can probably get away with a 5-minute trip, maybe 6. And I ran out of gas. Are we working on how many machines we needed? Yeah, that was the plan. Right. So we have quartz here. This is pure, but it's only at 240 a minute, so we're going to overclock that. So that can get us up to 600 a minute. Pretty sure. Yeah. And then this is also a pure node as well. So that's 1200 raw quartz. And we needed... for... oh, it was in the other building. It was in the assembler. So cheap silica requires 1125. We need 56 of these buildings. So it's only 10.7, but we'll do this times 56 anyway. 630. So we'd only need about half. And if we did this at 10.7, oh, that's slick. So we'd only need to use one of these nodes, which means we could use the other node for other things, which is good. Because there's not that much quartz around here. And actually, I think this requires... here we go. Quartz. One of these is not colored. That one. Don't remember what color quartz I used. Hey, Sophia, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. 280, 75, 75. Bobby247 rating with a party of 2. Thanks ever so much, Bobby. Welcome to the channel, folks. If you're new, my name is Joel Duggan. I play a lot of different things, but right now it's Satisfactory. I also play a lot of Minecraft, and I do a Minecraft podcast. There's a brand new episode out today. Right, so there's our 2 quartz nodes on the map now. See our little node. Pure, 240 per minute, unused currently. We're just kind of making ourselves a little bit of quartz here. But now we need to go and look for hard drives. And I don't know where I've been for hard drives, so we're gonna just drive somewhere, go on a little bit of an adventure. I don't want to do hard drives for too long, so maybe we'll just hunt for maybe 3. Let's see what we can get. I'm not sure where the best place to go, so maybe we'll just head up towards the old base and then maybe down into the ravine or something. I know I've gotten all the easy ones along here. Oh yeah, the coffee cup is a nice touch in this game. The Bobsters have arrived. Very cool. Thanks again, Bobby247. What were you up to? What were you working on What you're playing. So I think I've managed to leave myself a way through the base. I don't think I can get out the north side, but I can certainly get out the east side. It's just a little bit tight. So I'm thinking there's got to be some hard drives out this way that we have just not even touched yet. Crash sites. There is one down there. I don't know if I've got it. But we'd have to figure out a way to get down. And I don't know where that's going to be. I would imagine probably the other way. Oh, there's a tractor over here. Satisfactory is a nice game. Watch people play it, but never played myself. Had a fun time today on Phantom Forces, which is an FPS game on Roblox. Oh, neat. I've never played Roblox. Yeah, we're just going to break this truck down. I'm not even sure why it's there. There's a slug down there. Looks like that's a way down. I think I can get down there. Left-hand turn somewhere. I wish the crash-shite range was longer. You have to be pretty close to them. Thanks for the lurk, Hunter555. Appreciate it. So we do have a path here for a previous truck. But I think if I go down this way, I can get down to the floor here. Don't know if I'm going to be able to drive the whole way. Maybe. Oh, jeez. Friends. Thankfully they don't bother you when you're in a car. Oh, that is not the way. This looks more promising, and free slug. Sweet. Well, minus the death fart plants. Hold on. We dislike these. We dislike all of these things. Come on over and fight me. Oh, game, save, lag. Come on, buddy. Any more? Good? We good? Everybody good? I think we're fine. I thought it beeped a second ago. Hey Shepard, how's it going? I'm pretty sure that was your email today on the Spawn Chunks. Not sure if you've listened yet. Is there a geyser over there? There might be a geyser over there. Yeah, there's a couple. Cool. I'll have to come back for that. Now, where was that crash site? Spoiler alert, it was. Are geysers commonly active? Yeah, so all the resources in the game are infinite. You just have to put a mine or a machine on top of them to get the goodies. But you can use geysers for thermo power. Or thermal... What's it? Geothermal? I'm just looking for hard drives at the minute, although it looks like I'm kind of stuck with this car. I want to get down into this valley. Geronimo! Oh, we actually took some damage there. There's the crash site. Pretty sure this is the one that I saw from the cliff. And we have a friend. 2 friends. Very large friends. This guy is ginormous. He's as big as the car. Whoa. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's not good. Missed him. Did I get you? No, I did not get you. Another one down. Yay. Some odd animations, but I'll take it. Spitting everywhere, yeah. That was rough. Grab some goodies as they're lying around. And see what we got here. Operational. Hard drive, hello. So with these, as you might have seen if you were here before, you put them into the MAM. And they will analyze them for alternate recipes, which are usually more beneficial to you, the player. And the nice thing is that this happens in the background, so we can actually suck that back up, get back in the car, and keep going. I see another slug too. Elin Eddie, hello. How's it going? Oh my gosh, we made it up that cliff. I did not think that was going to work. More fart plants. We don't have any. We don't have any weapons. How's it going, Elaine? Just starting your day? Gotta be careful with the gas. What are you guarding? I don't see what's so special up there. Usually when you see bad guys in the game, they're guarding something. There's a crash site. Oh, there it is up there. Okay, I wonder if we can get over this. We built foundations. I wonder if we can just get over this whole thing. We probably could. If I go with the ramps. So we do have a gas mask. Don't even know if we're going to need it, but might as well. And let's go off to the side. Oops. So many gas. I guess I don't know what they're called, but they're like gas emitters. They're little hives. Let's see if I can sneak up on this and access it without angering the dude. Close. Oh, really? Well, that's not it. It's that over there. Ah, that makes more sense. Oh, we got him. I didn't think it was going to take that little. All right, we've got limited repairs needed. Needs 40 megawatts. Oh, crap. We've got crunch time. We've got limited filters on our gas mask. So this is going to be me kind of like focusing on this and ignoring chat for just a second. How much do these make? Is it 20? They make 30. So we're going to need power pole. We're going to need fuel. half of that. Put you in here too. That should give us access to this. Yay! And I realized I forgot to put a beacon at the last drop pod. Drop pod retrieved. IEVED. Cool. We can just deconstruct that. It's empty. I think that's everything. Grab our scrap. Down to 5 filters. Cool. Peace out. Bulmers has hugged the mods with cookies. That's awesome. I mean, I would want to hug and then be given cookies. I'm not sure if I would want a hug from a cookie. I feel like that would be a waste of a good cookie. I don't like squished cookies. Do people have a favorite cookie? I'm partial to chocolate chip. I know it's kind of basic, but don't mess with the classics, right? Hey CJ, good to see you. Hope your day is going well. Alright, so we are on the map in what area? We're traveling down this way. I feel like we can probably continue to go down this way. Might even see where this might lead us. Switch my jetpack back on. It's probably up there. Unless it's telling me it's that one again. Oh, wait a minute. Right. It resets to other things if you don't use it. So yeah, that's the crash site there. Okay, we gotta go a little bit farther. Warm chocolate chip cookies, yeah. I mean, all cookies are better fresh. I would hazard it, I guess. Unless it's an ice cream cookie, then... Well, I guess you don't want that melted either, so you want it fresh-ish. So I'm just gonna inch my way along here and start looking for potential crash sites. So this is actually our oil refinery. We probably have found all the crash sites around here. There's our current power facility and what that looks like. We need to update that if we want to start really moving and grooving. The Snickerdoodle. I don't like marshmallows in my cookies. Is there marshmallows in Snickerdoodles? I'm not a cookie connoisseur. Do. There's the one we just did. Oh, ma'am, research is complete. What do we get? What do we get? Fine concrete, silica plus limestone. We do not want to waste silica on limestone. Thanks very much. Steel rod. Standard recipe. Steel ingots are made from, or no, I want one. So you get 4 rods for every 1 steel, but steel requires 2. Well, it's still 50%. No, it's twice as much. And this is alternate blueprint for bolted frame. So you don't need rods. See, the standard recipe is better there. The standard recipe is better. This is pretty good, though. We're not making rods yet at the massive factory, and steel rods would be a good way to get a lot more. Yep, we're going to go with that one. Soft cinnamon cookie. Oh. Are they like a ginger snap? A snickerdoodle? When I hear snickerdoodle, my North American brain thinks Snickers, the chocolate bar. So we'll start the scan on another hard drive. So that's 2 of the mission 3 that we're looking for. I think that's the one that we just got. Yeah. Fanfarad Titane. I hope I'm saying that right. Hello. Welcome in. Not seeing anything major as far as crash sites go. This thing is not making a peep. What's that one there? We're awful close to that other one. I don't think we're going to run into anymore. Right here. Let's continue on west. Back towards the factories. It's like a ginger snap, but not as spicy. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I like cinnamon. I'm a cinnamon fan. I put cinnamon, nutmeg, and ground cloves in my pancakes. Just a little bit. Like 1/4 teaspoon. I would imagine I would have gotten any crash site near this. We'll just keep on going. I think I want to bring a train through here. What were they guarding? Nothing fancy. I mean, I'm not going to pass up the free slug. Well, free is a relative term. That would suck. He just had a rough Monday. He just had a rough Monday. If you're not going to come back, I'm just going to take this. Oh, you're down here now. just made you angry. There is an interactive map online where you can actually see the crash sites, which, I don't know, after a certain point, it's going to get frustrating trying to find more hidden away. And this kind of Easter egg hunt is not always my favorite way to blindly go looking for things. I wish there was a way to give you more information at a wider range. Like if you could upgrade this scanner, that would be cool. Pretty sure there was one down here somewhere that I retrieved, but I didn't put a beacon on it. Some cool landscape though. The interactive map will let you upload your save and show you which ones you've collected already. Yeah, no, exactly. I know that. I don't know if I want to use it. Because it's basically easy mode, right? But, I mean, again, it depends on how much time. I'm not going to be spending more time on this than I feel is fun, you know? Like, after about 45 minutes of this, I'm usually done. And we can usually find 3. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I've already got. Although I didn't pick up any of the scraps. Yeah. So we need to mark this one. Leave anything else behind? Probably not. So this is where I think I'm going to bring the train across. Using the beacons to mark them? Yeah, I find it helps. Especially if you're looking at one from a distance. You're like, I don't know if I've got this before. And then you can say, oh look, on my map it says that I have. I don't know if I've ever been over this way. Seems like a weird place to have just a whole lot of nothing. Well, that looks like a jump puzzle, doesn't it? All water all the time. Whoa. Those guys are big. Kinda want that slug. Got one. Oh, we're getting low on health here. Premature. Oh no. Where'd he go? Get on. Alright, we need to eat some food here. We'll use that. Sorry for the crunching noises. They're terrible. Looks almost like an Easter Island head. Yeah, sort of. Hopefully your health is not back. That gotcha. Oof. Caught him in the ear. The reason why I want this is because this is worth 5 power shards, so we can really power a lot of machines with this. In terms of overclocking stuff. Do you have a favorite alternative recipe? I don't know them all. I really like the one that helped us reduce the amount of coal that we needed for steel. That was very helpful. We're going to be using this one for quick silica, I think it was called. So that'll be helpful too. Oh, the bees. Didn't see you. How do I get up on this? Was not thinking when I made this. Oh, this is annoying. All right. Plus, we know that our MAM is ready. I need to get around this. I have not thought this far ahead. I might be able to drive up here. Very carefully. Oh, past Joel thought about this, I think. Nice. Let's just go with a ramp. Oh, autosave. It's getting to be close to nighttime too. We only got 2 hard drives, but hopefully this next one will be worth it. I'm just going to pop up here where I can place down the MAM out of the way of the tractor route. Let's see what we got. We're looking specifically for some fuel. Or anything that's going to help us with our current production lines. None of these are it. Although, pure iron ingots in a refinery would be cool. Not that we need more iron, but... Insulated cable, that's a no. I don't want to use rubber for that. Crystal oscillators in these things? Are you kidding me? No. No. That's a terrible recipe. Yeah, we'll take the pure ingot, I guess. 2 to 1. 9 to 20. Oh. No, we've got pure copper, so we don't need to worry about that. We'll grab the pure ingot. That changes how we're going to smelt iron from now on, though. If it's not already set up for smelters, we're going to be using refineries to do it. Yeah, some of them are tricky. Some of them are kind of meant to, like, trick you into thinking that you should take it, but it's really not as good. And it all depends on how your current game is set up, too, right? Like, if you've already got all the iron that you need belted up, then, like, why would you take the iron recipe? Alright, we're going to see if we can jump on train here. Well, that was too bad. Always a good way to start a stream, though. Go grab a couple of hard drives, see what's up. The iron will be useful. I will say that, because we've already got the copper set up. I wish the trains would say what they were on the train. That looks like it was probably the Mixmaster. Big break time train, indeed, as long as there's a train here. There will be shortly, if not. Somebody's coming in. How can I not see it? Oh, there it is. And it's Mixmaster. Amazing. Cool. If you're new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour. And in Satisfactory, I try to ride a train. So you guys will see the route to the bauxite facility. And then back again. So yeah, I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Alright. Good old brake train. Can't complain about that. We're going to drop off all of our gear. And also I should look into making more rifle rounds. Sudden urge to build model trains, yeah. I guess I thought I had more rounds than I did before. How much, what do they cost to make those? My goodness. Oh, okay, black powder is where we're probably on the low side here. Yeah, we'll have to make that back at the other base. That's fine. Alright, we can put some of this stuff in here. We can also, we don't need the weapon that. We'll use the berries, I guess. So we can put away gas mask, hazmat, bombs, filters. Detonator, rifle. Alright, that can all be just reorganized. We are going to use the power slugs to make power shards. That's 8 of those. Now we have 14. So that's good. And I think that's basically it. Get some of these back. Oh, there's more rounds. Put those in there. Right. So Cosmic, you were saying that you wanted to see more of the aluminum setup progress. I do have model trains as well. I don't remember where. I think they're in my storage closet somewhere. So the only thing that we have to do for the base level aluminum is the water. I say only. It's 21 water extractors is what's needed. And now that we have the iron recipe, we gotta fix this too. How do we fix this? It's a really good question. That doesn't work there. So Huh. I don't know how to do that. Fix it up. I mean, I guess this is temporary, so that could be the solution long term. Right now, we can just jump. It's a safe factory. I don't know what you're talking about. So while I think about it, because we haven't used this iron yet, and we haven't smelted it yet, I think it might be a good idea to put in the power shards on these iron nodes that we're using. Because if I've learned anything, it's that the thing that you want to overclock is that you want to overclock the belts. Although we don't have enough aluminum to do this. Actually, yeah, that might be a better idea. Oh wait, I was gonna overclock these belts, but we should probably wait until we have aluminum sorted out. Health and what? Health and safety? Yeah, maybe. So this is a pure copper facility, and we're going to do the same thing for iron eventually. I do like the way that it looks. So if we're going to work on more work on aluminum setup, please, then I think that's what we will do. We will get in on the water, I guess. Because that's going to require a fair bit of planning coming in the back of the base. I think I'm going to bring in the water. I don't think we want to do trains. I think we wanted to bring pipes in. And the pipes are going to come in right in the back here, I think. This whole section here, leading up into the middle, is going to be all pipes. So the water facility is going to be installed down around here. Probably in this area right there. Oh yeah, the tubes would be nuts. I'm not sure what they would be like. Can't say it would be a lot of fun. So along here, I did take a brief moment to map out where I think the main intersection should be. I think we can have the water all happening out here, but then have the water pull in underneath this archway, and we could build something here that would look really cool. I don't know if this is going to be the height of it. We might bring it in low. As you can see, we could bring it in over that way and create something in here. But I feel like I want to put a train track here eventually, and I feel like having water and stuff maybe go underneath it would be cool, or maybe we use the train to move the water. I don't know. But this is kind of like where we're going to be focusing. So the thing is going to be about 11 wide max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I want to build a way, like out from this, in a way that is going to allow us to put some water extractors like out here in a way that it allows us to expand probably towards the edge of the map, and then we can also make like a big T section. So we can end up making a pretty cool build out there. I feel like we might want to have it be more of a square in this section. So even though this is going to be the center of the bridge, it might end up being the tail end of the actual pumps. But to get down to the right level, what we're going to do is we're going to add in a full-size foundation and just go down. Until we hit the right level. We in the water yet? Looks like that one is in the water. And then we can just build some ramps to get down there. Time for work, says Elaine. Thanks so much for hanging out, Elaine. Good to see you. Always really appreciate you coming by. I know you get a busy day ahead of you. In the future. Have a good one. I'm sure I'll talk to you on Twitter. Whoops. I feel like this could be good because this could allow us to access this quite quickly from the edge there if we needed to. So if we were to start building water extractors, I think they end up being a nice height if you're on this level. If not, we can always tweak it. So like if we were to make this sit like right here. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. There's always that little bit of a jump, right? But generally, you don't want these at the low level anyway. You want them at least a little bit higher. We could even go a little bit higher if we went with something like this. Because these things have a head lift of, I want to say 10 meters. It might be 20. What's the codex say? Oh, X. $10 meters. So from here, it would go up this, that, and then another 2-meter foundation. So we're well within the pump range of that to have it up at that height. I just like the idea of having these extractors be somewhere where we can potentially build like a floor around them. You know, so we could look down at the water extractors and not have to worry about it too much. I think that would be cool. So, that actually is a decent height, I think, to start at. The real trick is going to be where out here do we want to start to build the thing. So it's just going to be a matter of starting to place down a bunch of concrete, of which I do not have enough. We'll have to go back and get some. Pretty sure I put some in a concrete truck. Red's Chill Corner, hello, welcome back. Good to see you again. I never thought we should check our little doodad here. Nothing. I wish it would beep when you're in the car. And I don't know if it's more efficient to pipe in your liquid or if it's more efficient to train it in, like put it on trucks or package it. Does anybody know? I'm okay with that information if people have played the game longer than me and just realize that it's faster to pipe your water in. What were you up to today, Reds? Pretty sure this truck is full of concrete. Yep. Typically pipe it in, especially if it's a long run. Really, Steven? So why... So trains just can't... Trains take a long distance on long distance runs. So, just to kind of give you perspective... this is where we need it, about here, in the middle of the base. And this is where we're pulling it from down here. So you're saying, doesn't matter, just use pipes the whole way? I think a lot of people do their water in the dune desert. We're gonna have to cut down this tree, I think. So I cannot go around it. I can see a cool pipeline coming in, maybe underneath this bridge or along the side of it or something. So I feel like we can maybe bring the pipes into there and then run them down the beach. If we did that, because there'd be no room underneath this. This is going to have to be a train thing, I think. The reason why I want to bring a train down here is because this is going to be our major gas and oil facility and for fuel. And I feel like some of the byproducts are going to need to be trained in and out. Cost benefit analysis for me. Trains will pay off quicker, but pipes will be more cost effective long term if there's a significant train struggles going up steep ramps. There wouldn't be any issue in terms of steep ramps, because we could bring the train in low. I mean, that's the closest we would have to a steep ramp, but we would be able to get it low and get underneath the base, because the whole base is built up. So we could have the unpackagers like down the basement. So trains will pay off quicker, but pipes will be more cost effective long term. Significant terrain trains. Yeah, so you're right. Power is kind of negligible. We don't have a lot of power, so maybe pipes for now. If it starts to get unruly, because I mean, what is a water What does a water extractor do? It's 120 per minute, right? So that's 120 per minute. 120 times 21. So 2520. 2520 divided by 600. That's only 4 pipes. Well, 5 pipes. We'll probably end up running 6 just because we'll want to be able to expand it in the future. But it's 4 pipes and a bit, so we'll run 6. So that's not that many. That's not a lot of pipes. They certainly haven't made the building less flashy. So this is actually going to be an interesting kind of look at how I would probably mimic, like just designing a base. Ooh, this is going to be a funny angle, isn't it? This thing might be in the way. How close are we? So we've got one space. And we're free and clear. Like if I face this direction, we were to expand that way, we have a lot of room. Like a lot of room. I'm okay with a big pipeline coming in there. I mean, we could bring it in a lot closer, too. Like, there's no reason why I couldn't build a giant water facility here and pipe things in this way. You know, like, that's a possibility as well. I just think this might look cooler. Oops. Can you ride pipelines? No, but you can put a hypertube on top of the pipeline. Not sure how far I want to go here. I'm trying to think about what might be like the midpoint probably between these two. These 2 points is probably about there. I'm a little bit past that. Actually, if we line it up with the arch here, that actually might be a decent way to go. I'd say that's about right. I really wish they had more details on the map. It would be a lot easier to kind of place your grids and stuff. Doesn't feel like the middle. Might have to go over a couple. Might be just a perspective. Looks about right, though. The hard part is I think it's the pinpoint on the map. That feels close to that. A pipeline running Hypertomb, that's almost a mythic enemy name. Yeah. Does sound kind of too good to be true. Alright, I say that's a pretty good middle point. Like if we look at this space, like that's a really large area. I feel like if we don't come too far this way, then we can use this entire space. So like probably about to, I would say even just lined up with the edge of this thing would probably be okay. I don't think the Moon Manta gets over this far. I don't think it leaves the northern forest. I've not seen anything over the Dune Desert ever. I'd say that's probably about right. We'll give a count and see how far we want to go. Where do we want to try to get to? We want to try to get to probably about just past it or just in line with it. Yeah, you can see it over the hills or in the distance by the quartz. If we're in the base, you can sort of see it. That's not the arch. This is what we're going to try to line up with. Oh, you built your nuclear power plant out in the ocean? Nice. So I figured again about here gives us lots of wiggle room if we decide to have like a secondary output or want to do anything at all. So we'll take a look at perhaps this space here. Yeah, that looks about right. So really all I need to do now is just kind of count this. So we're going to use the old delete counter. And I'll probably just adjust it so that it's got a decent midpoint. So 15 or 16 is probably the middle. So total, we probably want it to be around 31, 33. 31, 31, 32. So let's go. We did 33. That's 16. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 16, so that would mean that this would be the middle point here. Almost want to go over another one. Even though it looks off on the map, I feel like it looks better here. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to bug me or not. So this would be the edge. That does put a cap on the length with, I guess, this, but not that. That's over there. Is my eye twitching? Maybe. I think what I need to do is I need to build out this middle platform and just kind of like walk down it and see how it feels. So this 17 is the middle here. This is the right one. So then we'll go this way. So I'm going to go up the middle and just build a lot and turn around and see if it feels centered. And then if it does, then we can build from there. I'm also thinking about, like, I want to make sure the walls are at least 2 foundations thick, and I want to give myself lots of room. Like, we want to try to cram as many water pumps into this as possible with the potential to expand. So the idea will be to probably have as few foundations down here as we can. We only want to use them just to run the water. We're going to have some major pumps going on, that's for sure. I think that feels pretty central, don't you? I mean, this is the highest point, but it's also longer on this side. It's not an even circle. I think that's probably about right. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So the idea here, at least temporarily, will be just to put up some water pumps and see what we can do as far as like spacing them out. I'd imagine the most efficient thing to do is probably have them all face one direction, because combining them overloads a water pipe too fast. Because 120 go into times 6, 5. So 5 for every pipe. So for every, yeah, we'd have to do modules of 5, and that will give us one 600 Mark II pipe, because the for those of you that don't know, these pipes handle 600 meters of fluid, cubic meters. Lava Cast, hello, how's it going? Good to see you. So I guess the other thing is, like, this is the pipeline, but this isn't going to be the building, I don't think. I feel like I'd want to have the pipeline kind of come out, go on to this. If we're going to have multiple pipelines, we might have to have, like, a 3-wide thing here. So let's just pretend that it's going to be 3-wide. And let's give ourselves a gap of 3. We'll call this the edge of the building. We'll probably delete this. And then come in here. So yeah, we've got a lot of room. A lot of room. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything permanent to get the aluminum going. We might have to think about, like, how would we want to design these water extractors so that they are... I thought they were supposed to snap. Don't seem to want to snap anything. Or do they just snap to themselves? But if we're doing sections of 5, I feel like if we measure this out... Why does this look... It looks so crooked. Not, but... So there's one... I don't have any rotors. How many foundations is that? 1, 2... 2.5? So 5 foundations for every 2. That's 10, 12 foundations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can fit bays of 5. Like if I was thinking about this in terms of like giving myself lots of room for building. So walls are too thick there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then that gives us a really large space here in the middle. Right? If this is all solid. That gives us a huge space in here to run pipes. And we can basically just have like rows of 5 water extractors all along here. Run the pipes into the middle, sort them out logistically, combine them, do whatever we need to do, and then have like a section here. That's 5 wide. So this whole section here could be logistics and pipes and stuff. It feels like a lot, but if we do have to ever run a train or do something, then yeah. That mighty Elcorn is here, and he's bewildered as to why I'm streaming. I don't know. I just felt like playing Satisfactory. What do you need so much water for? We need it for the aluminum. It's for the refineries. For alumina solution. We need 180 times 14. So that's 2520. Looks like a Tesla turbine water pump? Yeah, I guess so. I also just there's a key to bring up that R. Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot about this wheel. So here, if you got your build menu going, you can do all of these without having to go into the menu, which is very cool. So it's the E key while you're building a packager. I'd like to know whether we should package the fuel or not. Or not the fuel, the water. Or not. So we'd also have to put enough pumps getting the water up to the right height. Well, I say that. I don't know whether we're going to bring it up to that level or not. Yeah, like, so if I go, and if I have a foundation, if I hit E, then it gives me like pillar bases, glass foundations, a bunch of different stuff. They're separated into like families. So like if you go into the build menu, the E key will bring you up like everything that's in these sections. So manufacturers, miners, organization. So like I could have like lights, and then I could just use E, and it shows you all the different kinds of lights. Flammable Flow MC. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. I realized I did not bring a fast vehicle. And, oh, I do have them. We should probably think about putting in a hypertube down this way. Probably not a bad idea. So I think the next step, I mean, that can continue on forever. We might want to actually have water coming out of two ends of that. That might be an easier way to do it. Because that way we could have the lines kind of converge. So we could bring the lines along the low ground here and bring them right into, like almost right into where we need to have the aluminum. I think it's going to be better to have room for pipes and room to grow. And I feel like a water receiving facility here with a bunch of, what are they called? Organization fluid buffers. I think we're going to need to have some fluid buffers because I do not understand the liquid dynamics in this game at all. Not in the least. Depends. It used to be the best way, but it is an alternate recipe, is it? For what? For aluminum? Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate that. Oh. Switch. And thank you for the break reminder as well. Packaged water fuel recipe. Oh, I think I think is the fuel recipe for sure is better. I'm talking about we're moving water, and I don't know whether I should package up the water and move it on belts, put it into pipes, or to train it. Pretty sure that training is not the way to go. From what I've seen with like when Kibitz does his stuff, he doesn't seem to do a lot of train fluid stuff. He tends to do more pipes. Although maybe he did do packaged water one season. I don't remember. Anyway, do we have a train coming in? What's this? Scavenger. Mixmaster. We'll see if we can catch Scavenger. For those of you that are new to the channel, we are building this base off of Devastator, the Decepticon from the 80s. And so that's why it's all bright green, and we're going to have some purple, and I'm trying to use the shape language from the design of the Transformer to try to inform how I'm going to build the base. We're still in the very early design phases. We're still trying to put in the ground floor of factory, so I haven't built any walls because I'm not sure what I'm going to need in order to keep it going and have enough room to do all the things. Can we get it? I think we're going to make it. This has to stay here and unload now that we're using all the stuff on it. So once again, I take a break about once an hour, usually at nighttime in Satisfactory. We're on the break train, so hold on to your nuggets. I'll be back in just a little bit. All right. So I was thinking about this on the break, and I'm wondering if we need to maybe do a temporary run. I think after all that decision to run the pipelines down the bottom, I think we might be better off to run them across the top, and I'll show you why. So we need rotors coming out of our ears. No rotors there. No rotors there. Nothing there. Nothing there. We may not have enough rotors to even make 6 of these things. Reinforced iron plate. Do we have that? I feel like I'm making this somewhere. There's the reinforced iron plate. Got the copper sheets. But it's just the rotors, which means we have to get back in the buggy again. Don't think this train has anything other than train construction parts. Concrete. Yeah. Yeah, okay. To the starter base. If you're new to the stream, then this will be a treat. Remind me when Red gets back to ask what kind of dog they have. We should really think about putting a train route into the starter base. I feel like we'd probably get a lot more out of it. You're back, Joel. What kind of dog do you have, Red? And we could put a train in along here on the right-hand side. A pug. Right on. I can't say I would ever want to own a pug, but the cartoonist in me finds them ridiculously entertaining. It's the whole breathing, snoring thing that would probably drive me nuts. I'm a big breed dog person. I have an apartment right now, so I can't get the dog that I would want. But if given an opportunity, I would have an Irish Wolfhound. This doesn't take too long. I've just done it so many times. It starts to get old. I just don't know where we'd run a train in through here. We'd have to try to take it up high, I guess. Of course, the hard part is that they're going to update all these forests, so I'm not sure whether now would be the right time to do that. I think rotors are up here. We'll check down here too. This is semi-automatic. Anything else we're low on? Top up on these. Grab some motors while we're here too. Ooh, I feel like we're probably going to need some plastic. They're both cartoony and have respiratory problems. Yeah, exactly. My buddy Daryl, I used to work with him in animation. He's got a pug. The pug's name is Moose, which I think is hilarious. So we've got let's bring another 50 motors. Anything else here that we don't usually have a lot of? I feel like we might have been low on some of these too. These all stack in different numbers now too. Oh. I think that's it. What's in here? Might as well bring back some stuff. Oh, I should go and see if I can bring back some cartridges. I had to Google an Irish Wolfhound. They are big. I believe they are the tallest dog in the world. If I was to remember correctly. I want to make more rifle cartridges. Rubber and black powder. Not enough inventory space. We're out of rubber again. Oh, here's some more. I should have checked here first. That was dumb. Alright, that's better. All my backup stuff is here. Do we have power shards here too? No. I'm gonna take some of these though. We don't have a hard drive on us. No. Lavacast, your best friend has 2 Great Danes. I'm not sure what it is about Great Danes that I just don't find appealing. You would suit an Irish Wolfhound in what is possibly the oddest sentence I've had to type today. Nice. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't think we need anything else while we're here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what, you know, what the personality difference is between a Great Dane and a Irish Wolfhound. CJ, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the lurk. It always goes so well right until that last little hill, and then we just can't get our speed back. Does anybody in the chat that plays Satisfactory use the trucks very often? Now that I've got trains, I sort of want to use trucks for some things, but I'm not really sure. This doesn't have anything in there. We can put a couple of these away. Oh, looks like I need those. There's some rubber for us. Next time we want to make some bullets. Don't think I need the quartz on me. I think I've been keeping it on me in case I ever wanted to build a light, but haven't had the need. Trucks are good for short, not steep hauls. They aren't worth it. Going through the fuel is insane. Oh yeah, the fuel. I always forget about the fuel. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is head out into sort of like this area and see where we can line up our potential entrance for pipes into the base. I need to sort of plan where not just these 6 pipes, but like all of the pipes. I want to bring all of the water into one area at the back of the base and probably bring it in high so that we can redistribute it low. Because most of my refineries are going to be on the bottom floors. Oh, thanks, Reds. If I had more time closer to the end of the stream here, we could take a tour of it sometime. I used to have to go back there more often and have to hunt through stuff so people would see more of it, but right now it's all about getting this larger facility up and running. So right here I think is where I want to bring in all the pipes, and so I want to look out the back of the base here and see what we have for clearance. I think we have quite a lot. Oh yeah, like it's dead straight over the waterfall. And between these 2 rocks, I feel like we could probably bring it in. Even if it ends up being a little asymmetrical, we could probably use this kind of like, you can see how I've been planning these big kind of like structures. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could use these 3 things here for like bringing in pipes. So like, if you can imagine, I don't have any rods on me? How did that happen? I must have put them away by accident. I think I've got some at the iron facility. I need to hook this up, actually. We should do that right now. Let's go up here and reconnect. We'll add another hub piece here. So for anybody wondering about hypertubes and stuff, this is how you start them. Wall support. We're going to put you there. Entrance. I wish that you could rotate them, but you can't really do anything with them. And we'll do... Looks like you're on the top. Whoops. There. And that is 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't have the rods. Right. Don't need the rods. There's no longer a list. Yeah. Do I think I'll ever use the lights? I hear the lights cause a lot of lag, so I'm trying to minimize it. But yeah, when we eventually get the sorting room done, then I'll definitely want to have some lights up in there. I think I've got rods in here somewhere. I hope I do. Screws. There we go. And we've got reinforced plates going. Wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up so it's not a separate entrance. It's going to be in the sorting room. So we're going to go here. Realized I have the wrong thing. Oh, that's weird. Why is it going screwy like that? What is going on with that? Looks like we have to go ahead by 2. We're only better at guessing that. Go. And then all we're going to do is just delete this, remove that, and then connect these two together. And for this part, I'm going to use the noodle, because it'll be a little bit smoother. So now we can just enter in from up there once we power it. There should be a power node right behind this. Now we travel this way, and we turn around. I don't want to go back. Haven't heard that about the lights. Yeah, everything in this game creates graphical issues. Well, plus, you gotta remember there's also my PC, which is not gonna be the best at that kind of thing. Cool. Alright, so that's hooked up. Wish I could go to work like that. Yeah, that would be pretty fun, wouldn't it? So again, this is the middle of the base here, and we should probably... Oh, I don't have my paint gun. Oh, I do have my paint gun. Let's go with... just to mark. So if that's the middle, I'm curious to see how far we can get out this way. Now, it might not be coming in this high. We might want to do something else with it, but we'll probably keep it at least above the waterfall. I'm hoping it's not too close to this rock on our left. Because that is something that I think was in the way. Yeah. Could be tricky. We might have to go at an angle. Come in between it. That might be the better way. Was it the old Jetsons cartoon that they used to scoot around in tubes like that, or was that all like beaming people around like in Star Trek? I don't remember. So we definitely have enough room. We cleared it. Oh. Oh, I thought it was a crash site. There's probably just a slug on the island. So you can see where our facility would kind of like shoot out the water, and we could connect up with it out this way. It just would be really cool to have all those pipes coming in the back of this facility. I wouldn't be opposed to having an angle, having a 45 run between these two things. So like we could have the water run pump up this way, straight up this way, and then into the base. Unfortunately, our base is kind of like on an angle, because that's the angle of the desert. Is that flashy animation something you can turn down the settings when you place foundations, or has it always been there? I don't think you can. I've looked, I don't think. Nope. Crap. Gameplay. Head bobbing. Camera movement feedback strength. Nope. Nothing in audio. Video. Full screen, VFX, foliage max, view distance, field of view, nothing there. I'd imagine it would be under gameplay. High contrast build dismantle mode. Enables high contrast build dismantle mode text. Oh, that's the text. Yeah, I remember what that does. That puts a black background behind the text. So yeah, there's no control. I'm sure that's probably on their list for release is because there's like, you almost have to have a warning for like people that are sensitive to light flashes and stuff. You do remember the Jetsons riding in tubes? Right on. I can try to build farther away from me. I mean, it's easier in my eyes too. So we do have a clean line. It's just that 3 wide gets a little bit close. But we do have a clean line if we want to come out that way. So that's good to know. Yeah, sorry if the game is a little bit flashy. I find the whole game really reflective, like overly so. Like the flashlight just makes everything glary at night. It doesn't help you see. It just kind of annoys me. So we could take stuff like replacing these water pumps here that look all kind of ugly and all over the place with nice clean pipes coming in from the other facility. We could just choose how many pipes we want. Every 5 extractors makes one 600 cubic meter pipe. And again, it might not come in at this height, but it would be cool if it came into here and then we had a bunch of these guys here. The reservoirs, fluid buffers. So imagine we've got like a wall of stuff here. So imagine like some solid walls. And like just like tons and tons of pipes coming in. Right, so each one of these would represent 5 water extractors. So we need at least this for just the aluminum. And we would bring them all in. So all these pipes would be coming in. It would look really cool because then you'd have pipes on the ceiling. Right, so you can have this. And then your pipes would run like this. I do this all the time in this game. I kind of sketch things out quickly. And these can be any color you want. So imagine this room has like just pipes coming in like bananas. And then we get them into fluid buffers in this area here. And then from here, we could then run them where they need to go. And I don't know what's underneath this. Nothing. Well, not nothing, but like definitely room to run things down low if we need to. I feel like that's a pretty good... I think that's a pretty good method of planning, is bringing everything in the back of the base rather than in the side. Because in the side we have to worry about this. Getting over that. And I feel like this is a better location to have all the water come in one spot. So I guess the thing to do here, thinking that we might need more refineries here, we should probably think about the roof height and start to frame this out a little bit. It looks like I've already started to do that there. And I would say that's probably where we want to go for roof height. Is there a ladder on this somewhere? Yes. Yeah, that's too close to the smokestack. So we'd go with a full, I think it's 9 foundations. Whoops. 9. Oh, does the light tower fit? Just. That's hilarious. So we could have this big room, and we could have the pipes coming in at whatever height we want, and just start to slowly add them to things. But I think in this particular space, we could probably, because all this is temporary, all this stuff floating around me here is all temporary. So we could probably use this line right here as the potential chamber for it all, although this feels a little bit small. I like using these little gate walls as like markers. Well, that's not a small room, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be at least over this big. That's a decent sized room. Going from that gate wall to that gate wall for pipes and stuff. Are jetpacks infinite? No, I'm carrying around fuel and I am very low, so I'm gonna have to go get some more, and I don't think I have any here. I think what I have here is biofuel. Let's see. Actually, I need some of those. Yeah, biofuel. You can't use the biofuel in the rocket or in the booster, which is annoying. The jetpack. That's right. That's why we have hyper tubes everywhere, because it makes getting around a lot easier when you need to go get fuel. There might be fuel in... Oh no, I moved the truck. Okay. Having this hypertube network is coming very, very handy. If anybody out there is interested in Satisfactory, you can check out the Epic Game Store. There's a link that's been floating around in the chat. You can also use Joel Duggan at checkout. It doesn't matter if you're buying Satisfactory or not. You can use Joel Duggan in the Epic Game Store for any game. And it will get you... well, it doesn't get you a discount, but it gives me an affiliate bonus. And I really appreciate that kind of stuff. It really does help with the channel. People are going to buy games anyway, right? This one? You go a lot faster when you start higher. Right, so there's some fuel for us there. Might as well top up. We probably only need one at a time. So I guess the thing now is to figure out how much room we want to give ourselves for that kind of thing. For the water pipes and whatnot. I don't want to crowd them too much, because then it just becomes a huge mess. See how much faster you go when you go straight down for a few foundations? More room to... Yeah, so what I'm thinking of, like, if I keep the ceiling here at that level, I could also have, like, mezzanine decks, right? Because these things aren't that tall. And if we're bringing the water in, I'm probably going to want to bring it in at a height, like a certain height. I don't know if it's going to be that high. Maybe we'll bring it in a little bit lower, like along here, and then pump it up inside of this. I don't particularly like the way that pumps look in the game, so these things, I find this stuff looks really crappy. There are better pumps, like there's also the these pumps, which are sleeker, but they still have an odd look to them when you have too many of them close together. So I'm probably going to hide all that inside of this space. So I'm thinking we can do like 3 pipes on each foundation. Whoops. and then just have them go in sections of 6 like that. I just don't know if I want to start there. I would imagine I probably want to go up a little bit higher, because if we've got 9, I probably want to go roughly in the middle for the buffers. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be the middle here. Plus, we'd want to make sure we've got room to move all those pipes and stuff around. So, being just a little bit lower. So you could have like mezzanine floors at this height. So the pipes would maybe come into those areas and then maybe load down into fluid buffers. Although, how much height does a fluid buffer need? It needs 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus room. So what I'm thinking is that we could have some of these guys like up here. Oh wow, that's see, that gets really tight, right? You think you got 3 things in the middle. We're gonna need this whole space. Yeah, we're gonna need this whole space. Because basically I just don't want the fluid buffers to be any lower than, say, here. Because if we're pulling out of them, I wish that you could have, I mean, I know you can stack these, but we could connect them, have the pipes go into one and then out of the other one on the bottom. But I don't know how you... I mean, I'm not sure where we would put all the fluid buffers. So if I wanted 1 for every pipe, then all of a sudden that's like 12 of these starts to add up real fast. Like that's 2. So you can imagine like a pipe coming in from here. That would be coming from one of these main lines, going into the fluid buffer, and then out the back, and onto whatever thing we would want. And all this would do would be to help us with our head lift and pumping issues in the base. Fox Nakamori subscribed to Tier 1 for 13 months in a row. 13-month streak, lucky number 13. Thanks ever so much, Fox. Good to see you as always. It's been a little while. There actually is another kind of fluid buffer, Cosmic. You might not have... You might be used to seeing these ones. These ones are much smaller. I mean, we could use these, because they have 400 meters square. Well, these are just so much more efficient. 24. Yeah, so this is what we would want. But just to imagine... I'm not sure how much water we're going to need, but if we prep this for this many, like that's 18. 18 of these is monstrous. Like that's just... Well, it's 9 per side. And that's a 3x3. That's not terrible. You know, like if we do 1, 2, 3, and then 3 high, we'd have to start a little bit lower. Right, but we would be able to do it. We could have a higher ceiling. I mean, this is going to be a big base. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like that would solve a lot of pump issues. If we were able to get everything up to that height to start with, and then from here, if it was going to our machines, it would never have to worry about stuff. Because all of our refineries, I'm planning on putting all of the refineries that I can, if at all possible, on this lower level. Because they're usually the ones that need fluids. Because we could do our pure iron over there. Our aluminum over here. I think that could be really cool. So if this is going to be 3 tall, do you think we're starting at the right level? Like, would you... I don't think I'd want to go any lower than this, right? I feel like having 3 here is kind of essential. And that way all of this could be open. We would have... These 3 would be our platforms. We could then inch these closer. Take it easy, Reds. Thanks so much for coming in. Good to see you again. Glad you're enjoying these streams. Welcome to the community. And hopefully we'll see you again. If you're curious about the Discord, check out Patreon. Patreon.com/JoelDuggan. I'm about to move, and I'm hoping after the move I'll actually have time to start playing it. Oh, nice. Moving is very busy, man. That's a rough go. I haven't moved in like 19 years on purpose. I'm still renting, but I just can't. I don't. The logistics of moving at this stage in my life right now, just what a headache. I have a pretty nice place, actually. I can't complain too much. Yeah, I think that could be cool. I feel like we could have, you know, we'll bring them in higher, so it won't be this level. They'll be up here. Minimum. So like, grab some. Well, we'll just make the regular pipe for now. So that's not straight because of the light, but I have a bunch of pipes come in at that level. So from the ground floor, you'd see a bunch of stuff coming in that way. That'd be pretty cool. And so these would start to siphon off into different things. We'd have to... Well, we might have to pump these in a lot higher and then drop them into these. Because this kind of stuff is going to be really interesting. We'd have to have like a cascading... Maybe we'll bring them across the middle here and drop them down into it. When do they add lights? Update 5, which was March, I think. March 2021. Welcome back, Jay Price. I hope it doesn't burn too much. So yeah, I think this could be an excellent space to have water and fluid kind of being sorted out. This might actually come in a lot higher. We'll have to adjust this. The height of this is going to change. Which is, this might even be taller than our sorting system. Whoa, almost. We might actually just make it the same level. What did I say this was? 9? 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm pretty sure that's what our system is. How cool is that if it works out? Why is it at a half? Oh, I know why. Because we built this up by a platform. Or we dropped it down. Can't remember whether we were at 12 or 13. There's painted foundations here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So why? This should line up. If it does, we're going to lower these to be whatever the right height is going to be. The nice thing is that, of course, you can climb them, which is cool. Oh, reading the end of Percy Jackson. Cool. I've not read it, but I've heard of it. I mean, that's tight, but I'd say that's... Why is this? This must be screwed up somewhere. I must have done something funky here. No? What is going on? I don't know why that's a little bit strange. Oh, maybe there's... Maybe it has gone up by a half. No, that's the right one. Unless I can see the end of it here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what I did. Okay. Well, we'll probably drop it back down to the proper height. Or, I guess, put it back up. Because this is lower than expected. And honestly, it's a little bit tight anyway. Looks like you somehow have doubled up on that. Yeah, so I can. I'll show you what's happening with the doubled up. Oh, no, out of gas. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't die. We've got to really move our main system here. That. I can show you why that system is. Jetpacks won't refuel on ladders for some reason. That's annoying. So yeah, here's the issue, right? I've gone up by a bit, right? So there, where's the 13 thing? Right, so that's 13, right? 13 to there, which is this level. And so that's right. I had it correct. But over there, like I've dropped it down by... No, wait a minute. How does that even... How are we on the top of a... We're at the right level here. How are we at the correct level here? On top of this. And how are those walls wrong? That makes no sense. Anybody with me on this? Going like, this is confusing. Like, why? How are we missing? I don't see where this has changed. 2, 3. That's going to be 14. How is that How is that 13 not lining up? Is this one lower somehow? Oh, is that lower? Oh, look at that. I screwed up. That wall's in the ground. That's so annoying. Oh no. That should be this height. How did that happen? Oh, it's... No. What happened there? That's infuriating. Alright, well, I know what I'm doing after the stream. No, there's no ground elevation change. This is all the level. That's the mistake. This is not 13. It's at 13 and a quarter. Right? Like it's not... This isn't lining up. Yeah, I didn't see that coming either, Fox. That is infuriating. So, I mean, this is still going to be the correct height then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, hold on. 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay. So that's right. If we wanted to leave it at 13. It's just a little bit... It's a little bit tight, I think, in terms of that space in there. Not that it really matters. Yeah, like we don't even fit. I'm glad I checked that before I finished the storage system. My gosh, I would have been mad. That's not a lot of headroom, but we also don't have to have a flat roof here. We could have some sort of angle or have something else going on. I like the idea of being able to see down into this space, so we're probably going to leave it open. It'd be kind of a cool view as well, because I do want to keep the base open to a certain extent where we can hopefully still see this mountain. So having this kind of open as well, or at least open in this space, is more than likely the plan. Well, I'm glad I didn't get carried away with this quick mock-up, because this is all going to have to change in height. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Which will mean these will be at a better level, as a matter of fact. I think that'll be a better way to have the hypertubes as well. Cool. Well, I think that's a decent plan for like all the pipes coming in here. Everything kind of going into a fluid buffer. That gives us room for 18 pipes. So that's, what's 18 times 5? 90. So that's 90 water extractors. That's not a lot in this game, but it'll be enough to get us going, I think. And then from here, we would take the water probably out the sides, because it would be all going in different directions, either out to this side, down in here, or over to this side, which is non-existent. Like, we don't even have a platform down here. But the lower level down there, which would be a different level because, of course, we've got some terrain here to contend with. We'll have probably iron. Now that we've got pure iron, we unlocked that today. So yeah, I think we'll start, the water will be coming in probably into this section right here. It'll probably start coming in there and then go down, around, and back this way. That's probably how we'll run it. I think that should be good. Well, we're also going to have water coming out of these things that we're going to have to put somewhere as well. And that's the nice thing about that, is that we can take that water out of them and maybe have extra... Well, and then we have to pump it all the way back up here. We'll have to figure out a way to deal with that water. That excess water could be used somewhere. We could pump it back into the system. That's probably the better way to go. I have to calculate to see how much water is actually going to be recycled. And then we'll just skip one of those pipes. We had 4 pipes, 4.7 pipes or something, so maybe we'll have enough water that we only need 4. That would be nice. That would be nice. Cool. Well, I think that is an excellent spot to wrap it up for today. I am getting a little bit hungry. Time to go grab some dinner. But if you would like to follow the channel before you take off, you'll get notifications when I go live. I am going to be trying to stream a little bit more during the month of September because it is Sub-Tember on Twitch. And we're working in the Discord to try and come up with some ideas for different sub goals. That'll be happening in the Town Hall chat channel on my Discord. If you have a tier 1 sub, a gift sub, or if you decided to join the Patreon today, then you can have access to the Discord. All of that is automatic through Twitch or Patreon, and I thank you very much for the support. Don't forget to check out the Spawn Chunks. It is brand new today, a couple hours old. You can go to thespawnchunks.com and check that out. Pixaros and I talk about Minecraft and realism and how terrain generation is leaning in that direction in that game. As much as it can in Minecraft anyway. I thought it was a pretty good conversation. You can also follow me on Twitter at Joel Duggan. It's probably the best way to find out when I go live outside of the Discord, which is I give people a heads up in the Discord as well. And that's going to be it. We're going to try to pass you on to somebody else playing Satisfactory, but barring that, we'll pass you on to probably someone playing Minecraft. But I will see you folks next time. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. See you soon.